The Joe Rogan Experience.
Like you're experiencing so many different facets of life on Earth. Like you're going to all these different environments and ecosystems. You're in the water, you're on the land, you're in jungles, you're on islands. Like you're living, man. You're fucking living.
Thanks,
it's
man.
very cool. I admire it.
But it comes, like your buddy, who got the diseases from the Congo. It comes with its costs. Like, we were in Borneo this year, and we were at a research station in the middle of the jungle, and I don't know enough about bee ecology, but it was like bee season. And I mean, you should see some of our videos on Instagram. It's like, I'm talking about covered head to toe in bees. We were taking like 40 to 50 stings on average per day per person, and it's just so miserable.
40 to 50 a day? There's 8 hours in a day.
Yeah.
So you're literally taking stings all day long.
Well, no, it's worse than that because we were only at the station in the morning or evenings, right? Before waking up or going to bed. The rest of the time we're out in the field not taking stings. So you're taking like 25 when you wake up and like 25 before you go to bed.
Oh my God.
It's like, ow, ow, ow. It's just
I'm saying
so
there's 8 hours in
miserable.
a day as if a day is a work day. That's hilarious.
Right.
So when you're doing this, is there a way to prevent it? Is there can you use like a repellent or
nothing worked? We like put like scarves over our heads and and that's
and these
just
are
one
bees,
instant.
not hornets, right?
These
so
are
every time they
bees.
sting you, they die.
Yes, but then when we were on getting that caiman, we encountered hornets that put my cameraman into anaphylactic shock. They were so bad.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so it comes with its costs, which I think my point was it makes you appreciate the comfort so much more when you get back.
See that Tarantula Hawk in that little glass vial?
I did.
Yeah.
I was picking it up right before you walked in.
My buddy Maynard sent me that.
Yeah?
Yeah,
We
it's
have
from
these
his
here.
farm. Yeah, he's got it from Arizona, man.
Yeah.
That's from his, he owns a vineyard, and he's got a farm in Arizona, and he was telling me about these things, and he got a dead one, sent it to me.
They're super cool.
Look at the size of that fucker. It's a bird.
And they come out of holes in the ground, hunt tarantulas. Like, their story, right? Yeah.
Well, tell everybody.
Yeah, so I mean, the Tarantula Hawk, it's a parasitic wasp, right? So it comes out, it hunts for tarantulas, it lays its eggs, I believe, in the abdomen of the tarantula, and then the eggs hatch and explode out of the tarantula, and that's the life cycle.
Nature, you cruel bitch.
Right?
You beautiful, fantastic, complicated, cruel bitch.
It's insane.
Oh my God. I'm sure you've seen the video of those hornets that visit this beehive. They visit a honeybee hive and just start, these Japanese hornets, and they just start chopping off the heads off the bees.
No way. I don't know about this.
You don't know about this?
No.
I can't believe I'm telling you about animals.
Teach me, Joe.
Oh my goodness. There's a certain species of hornets that flies into honeybees. I think it's Japanese hornets. They fly into these hives of honeybees and just decimate the honeybees. They cut their heads off with their mandibles, like chomp, 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 and they're so much bigger. So they fly in, and there's this slow motion video of these enormous hornets flying in and decapitating thousands and thousands of honeybees. So what's interesting is the honeybees, they're so outsized. I mean, the hornets are literally like 50, 60 times larger than them. You see it there. They're just, maybe that's not the right number, but they're much, much larger, and they're much more powerful. But the honeybees figured out a strategy to kill the hornets. And what they do is they surround them. They get on top of them, and then they beat their wings. They all generate heat. And then they kill the hornets with the heat of their body.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So here's this thing that's decapitating everyone in your little village, right? And so you have to jump on top of it and flex.
And heat it up, right?
And heat it up.
Yeah.
But the fact that they were able to devise this strategy, see, look how they do it, man. They just grab a hold of these bees and just decapitate them.
It's unbelievable.
They have these horrific faces, right? These giant mandibles.
Yeah, I can see that.
And they just swarm in, and they just, look at them, they're just chopping these fucking honeybees apart.
You said it, nature, you cruel, beautiful bitch. Like,
cruel, beautiful bitch. So 30
just
hornets versus 30,000 bees.
Do you know why the hornets are doing this? Are they getting honey?
Probably
or
want the larva.
The larva, yeah.
Yeah, they probably want the larva, or they want the honey. They want something. But look at all these dead fucking bees with no heads.
Bizarre.
It's crazy.
It's nuts.
I mean, it's just so weird.
Right.
That that nature devises these sort of strategies to prevent overpopulation, and that there's this balance that takes place where the bees are threatened by something that's very bee-like. So you see how they're getting on top of them?
Yeah.
So that's their strategy for dealing. They all get on top of him. See, you see a bunch of them now, and he's trying to get away, but he can't fly away. And so then they swarm, and then they eventually kill him.
So you think that actually like cooks the wasp?
Something, it overheats their body, and look how many of them are on there.
Yeah.
There's something that it does where it overheats their body.
Wow.
I mean, look at the size of the size comparison. They're so much bigger.
Imagine if you had that hornet, that was 6 feet long.
Oh my God.
Like, I think giant insects would be the worst.
The worst.
Yeah.
The worst, I think, would be praying mantises. They scare the shit out of me. We've been on a praying mantis kick lately. Been watching them kill rats and everything. Hummingbirds. The hummingbird one is the wildest one. They sit by a hummingbird feeder, just sit there not moving, and the hummingbird comes to feed, and they just
spear it.
Snatch them.
It's crazy,
They're
right?
so strong for their size.
Yeah.
There was one with a mouse, and the mouse is so much bigger than the praying mantis. But the praying mantis just jacks this mouse.
It's crazy.
It's wild. It's
a
wild creature, man.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Really, really cool looking, though. I see them all the time. I find them all the time when I'm running. I find them
here in LA, right?
Oh yeah. They're all over the place.
Yeah. No, they're amazingly cool and very diverse. There's huge ones, there's small ones, they're spread out all over the world. They're an amazing group of animals.
And what is this? One got a snake?
Snakes. This is lots of them. It's like a highlight video.
Oh my God! Look at that. He's got a fucking snake. Yep. I think we can't even imagine how strong they would be if they were our size. No. I think they would run right through walls.
Oh yeah.
They would. I mean, look at this fucker. He's taking on a giant snake. That snake is like 2 feet long. And he's a little ass praying mantis, and he's fucking it up.
He's literally eating it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pulling chunks out of it.
They're insane. And they have such crazy eyesight, and like they're literally covered in body armor with their exoskeleton. Like they're amazing.
Well, they seem like what you would think of as being like a horrific animal that lives on another planet.
Totally.
Like, do you remember that movie, Starship Troopers?
Of course. I love that movie.
That was a great movie, right?
I loved it.
And that was one of the things in the Starship Troopers, like these big giant insect things that were
bursting out of the ground and shooting stuff out of their butts. And they were great. I love that movie.
Yeah.
Corey Rico? Was that the guy's name?
Yeah. That was a fun movie, right? 'Cause it was kind of tongue-in-cheek.
Totally.
But also like really gory and violent. And
Neil Patrick Harris was like the genius.
That's right.
Yeah, it's great. That was such a fun movie.
Yeah, man, that's great stuff. It's like we're really fortunate that those things are small, that all insects are small.
We would be on the menu otherwise. No doubt about it. Like they're two like indiscriminately perfect hunters, big, predatory insects.
Is there a history on the fossil record of enormous bugs?
Like isopods and things like that, but not that I know of like, 6 foot long praying mantises.